All right, we are hitting stream and waiting for a picture. Waiting for a picture. We have a picture.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're just waiting for friends now. We have a picture. We're waiting for friends. Oh, here's friends. Oh, Ellen's here. And Bethany's here. And Bloom and Kira and Kermito.
Hey, everybody.
Slays and Oliver and RK. And Stoic Philosophy. Ash Mo is from Norway.
Hello.
And we have Idaho and New Mexico. And Southeast Asia. Scout says, good morning. Hope you're having a nice day.
Good morning.
Let's see. Dark Snowfication's in their first art hop. That's exciting. Good for
That's
you.
wonderful.
Soroja says, good morning.
I'm sorry I was supposed to have this done like Monday, and we went to the art store yesterday, and we did other stuff, and so I just haven't been able to kind of get
You're
this
not
done.
bothering me. Clover says, hi, I missed you guys so much.
Oh, well, we missed you too.
Nero sent you a tip and says, the halfling arrived yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
Yay! Della Daisy, I can't stay long, but I wanted to say hi.
Hello. So I'm just adding...
Rain World Addict is having a rough time.
I'm sorry.
And is happy to be here. It says good night from Australia.
Good night.
Marguerite is here. Steffner's here. Casper says, so early today. Anne Marie's here and sneaking in from work.
Hey, Anne Marie.
Stoic Philosophy asks, do you have a tip on drawing something from imagination, but for what there are no references?
Like, if you're drawing like a xenomorph type of thing, like an alien or something that is, just completely just absolutely alien, there's no human reference or animal reference or whatever, then just make your best guess and have fun with it. It's not like people are going to tell you got it wrong if it's completely out of your imagination,
Yep.
I think a lot of us are still so hung up on perfection, and we have to just think about kids in kindergarten. They draw whatever they want to. They're not worried about whether it looks good or not. They just draw to make themselves happy, and I think we have to reclaim that.
Yeah, we lose that somewhere along the way. We
Yeah.
become afraid of doing things. Let's see. Dalton says, good morning. I finally drew something in my Be Creative watercolor sketchbook, and I'm going to fill it with book characters.
That's wonderful.
Good for you.
How are you liking it?
Ashmo says, art block is so annoying to me right now.
Yeah.
Xantha says, hi, everyone. My design class was canceled, so I'm at home doing some digital art.
Oh, fun.
Omelette says, greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
How's the weather where you're at? It's finally getting warmer for me. It's freezing here.
Oh, it's supposed to be in the 70s today, though. Right?
I'm not holding my breath. I'm so bitter about the weather. It isn't even funny. I'm so bitter about the weather. I just want it to be a little bit warmer. It's been very cold. Last couple nights, it's been in the 30s. It's just ridiculous. Have you guys been to Dragon Con in Atlanta?
I was a guest maybe around 2010, maybe? and I didn't like it. We were in the basement of a hotel the whole time, and I just felt like it wasn't like going to a normal comic convention because I couldn't see all of the other stuff that was going on. I couldn't get up and walk around and
Yeah.
see anything. I was just sitting there in a basement. So I didn't really like it.
Hi from Pakistan. It's actually nighttime here.
Hello,
Let's
Pakistan.
see. Leon bought some gouache to practice with, and I'm scared to use it because I've only used acrylic gouache.
Oh.
Don't be afraid. Just try it. Slap it on the paper and go for it. Strict Figures says, good morning, art friends.
Good morning.
Rain World, we're happy you're here. You're going to be okay. Tracy KD says, good morning. The background is looking fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Good afternoon from Ireland.
Good afternoon. I was just watching a video where a woman was saying how you can move to Ireland and they will pay you to move there.
Yep.
But it is a remote, like, beach community or whatever area, and you have to move into like a building that needs renovations and whatnot.
Okay.
That's a younger person's adventure, not mine.
Oh, okay. I would do that. Wow, wow. Who's the guy with the beard in the back? It looks like you, Scott. That's Froggo.
See my video from yesterday.
Do you ever draw some kind of a subliminal Easter egg in a drawing?
No. I'm not that clever.
Shantha says, hi, Scott. I wanted to ask, can you please make a tutorial on how you draw in ink? Every painting he does is on how he draws in inks. Every video.
Yeah, I everything changes as I go because I'm always kind of learning. But there are some shorts on inking, and but I will see if I can do longer videos.
But if you go back and watch this series, at the beginning, you'll see how he picks the paper and then he does the pencils.
Yeah.
And you can follow through the inking. If you follow through the series, it's how he makes a painting. So I would say start there because basically everything he's done is that.
So my perspective, like I'm kind of creating all of this out of my head, and I'm like this little area kind of comes out and then the wall kind of goes this way, and I'm like, God, I hope the perspective is not too weird. And now I'm thinking that maybe the roof should be over here.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Stop overthinking everything.
I am.
Scout says it was in the 60s and 70s last week here, and now we're maxing out in the low 40s. Yeah, Mother Nature's losing her damn mind. She's losing her mind. She does it every spring. We should know this. She does it every spring. She goes crazy. We just have to hold on. Warmer days are coming. Rennie says, I finished a book and it ended with the main character being imprisoned, so I'm desperately trying to pull together some money through selling crochet to get the next book.
Oh,
Try the library. Would your library have the next book?
yeah.
Try that.
Free is better.
Yeah, we love free over here, let me tell you. You can also do Libby, the Libby app. I don't know if you're in the States or if you're outside of the US, but the Libby app you can do through your library, and you can do ebooks and audiobooks. And I love that. It's a great way to get free books. Hey, Scott, you're probably my favorite artist, and the art you're working on now has inspired me to make my own piece, but with characters I've played throughout my time playing D&D.
Oh, that's great.
Explorin says, thanks for getting me into gouache.
My pleasure.
Let's
All right,
see.
so let's see. Maybe you guys could help me. So if...
Say hi to Gail.
Hi, Gail. So if they go up the stairs... Can you guys see where I'm pointing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can pan out, and they could probably see it. but it's a big painting, so you're going to have to work with it.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes.
So if you go up the stairs, so here's the floor, the ceiling, or the floor of the upstairs, right? So I'm assuming that it, like closer to us, the ceiling also comes out. And so here's the ceiling or the floor of the upstairs. Here is the continuation of the wall going up. So I'm wondering if I should add a continuation of the wall here.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that would
Because
make-
where's the upstairs otherwise?
Yeah, so this is upstairs right here, right?
Yeah, you probably should. That's my 2 cents in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably should.
This is the stuff I have to think about. Sorry. This is the stuff I get to think about.
There you go. Oh, Gail says she thinks she's developed spring allergies. Welcome to the club, honey.
So this is going to be more of like a concrete kind of spackle.
Oh, Battlebrook says, good morning. I recently gifted my older sister the painting of Bowie dressed as Michael Jackson. She absolutely adored it because she loves Michael Jackson. She was super happy.
I love it. Thank you.
What a good sibling you are. Let's see. Colleen says they're going to be in the 71. They're going to be 71 in Idaho today and 60s by next Monday. Snow and rain mix. Ugh, yeah, I'm over it. Let's see. Do you have any tips for line work?
There's a short about that, but essentially what I'm doing is, if you can see, I'm just making a coloring page for myself, outlining, and the thicker lines are where there's going to be shadow, and the thinner lines are where there's going to be light.
Yep. What pen are you using right now?
This is the Micron 005. Okay, so this is going to, I might as well use a ruler to make sure I get it right.
Frago wants to know what you think the lighting will look like in this painting. Will there be rays of light or will it be warm light from a fireplace?
I think it's going to be multiple light sources because you've got light coming in through the windows. You've got candle light up here. You've got windows all throughout, and you got a fire on the left. So, and I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of light source in front of, where we are as the observer in front of the characters. Otherwise, they'd all be in shadow.
All right, let's see. Yeah, the Libby app is good. We love that. We love free.
Okay, I think this will be the bottom of the door.
I find it funny that your videos aren't up to date, so you're almost done already. Thought you were still working on the characters.
Yeah, I
We joked. It was a joke. Gotcha.
It takes me, a few hours to make these longer videos, and so I'm doing my best to keep up. I've only got one more to go to catch up for all of the characters, and then I could do one on the background, and then that will be caught up. I'll do probably maybe one on scanning it in.
Bethany said, guaranteed that remote Irish place doesn't have delivery or Wi-Fi. I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Amazon delivers everywhere. And you can make Wi-Fi work anywhere. I would love to be remote someplace like that. That would make me super happy. See ya.
It'd be too cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But I'm over humanity lately, so I've peopled enough to last me a while. I could unpeople for a while and be just fine. Lots of people are saying how much they like it.
Thank you.
How pretty it is. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's having the same type of weather issues. I don't know why libraries don't get the most current. A lot of times they don't get the most current books, and it's library to library. I think it's depending on the area and the funding.
And maybe their politics too.
Touche. Maybe they're politics too, as well. We don't know, but yeah. Splunge asks, how do they get to that room upstairs? Well, they go up the stairs.
Yeah, there's.
And then they go around.
Yeah, I'm assuming above our characters is roof, and that is the second story above them.
Can you please tell us what tracing app you use? Does it take money?
The tracing app I use is not. It does not cost money.
It's a freebie.
Let me see if I can go to the website. Darn, I keep clicking it. Share app. Oh, well, let me go to it. Let's see. I can't find the. Just take me to the thing.
The thing.
I was hoping it would take me to their website or to the thing, but maybe this will help. Fotility tracing projector.
There you go. Fotility.com tracing projector.
Yeah, it's this app right here, projector, and it's free.
Yeah.
And free is good.
Yeah. Let's see. There you go. Hi from India. Thank you. This person over here says, thank you for making art accessible. I just got an Apple Pen and downloaded some of the coloring pages and it works beautifully.
Oh, fantastic.
Out of topic question, but will the Bowie plushies be available for sale? Probably no.
Yeah, I have the samples and I've talked to the person who is, wants to make them, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to sell as many as he would need to make it worth their while. And if I could guarantee that for them, I would say yes. But I genuinely just don't see the demand for them.
Yeah. We can't justify it. They're very expensive to produce.
Yeah, and this very nice person invested a lot of money into the Animal Crackers plushes, and then when the studio that had that was going to distribute it went under, they lost a lot of money, and I don't want to put them through that again.
Lula is here.
Hi, Lula.
Let's see. We started 26 minutes ago, so we start at 9 a.m. Central Time.
Yeah, we were a little late today.
Yep. Let's see. Autumn says do one video a week. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You got to do more than one video a week in order to make the content stuff stick and advertising stick.
Okay, so we are.
There's a lot to this.
The walls.
Everybody thinks that it's easy being a content creator, and a lot of the content creators.
Well, there are a lot of content creators who essentially just stand in front of the camera and talk. And give their opinion on current events or whatever, and
that's different than making something.
Yeah, that's way different than creating original art every day, and I spend time adding in the captions for everybody and
editing all the video together.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. So, but that said,
you still have to crank out videos every week.
Yeah.
Otherwise, one way or another, you get lost.
Okay. Oh, did you guys see the fairy?
No.
Can you see her?
Yeah. Very, very, very. She looks like.
It's Kiwi from the Dreamland Chronicles. And okay, so now I have to add just the last little bit is the wood floor on the bottom right side, and then I will be done. And then I can scan it in. Now, someone had mentioned a service animal. And
I don't think you need to add one more thing to this painting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I appreciate that they would like to see that in here, but where you would fit it and where it would go are two completely different things. And to look natural, it would have to be with somebody who would require that, like the wheelchair, and there's no room for it there.
So can you guys see the centaur
Yes.
and this woman here?
No, we can't see what you're pointing at. Still can't see what you're pointing
Okay, can
at.
you zoom out, honey?
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to ask me to do that because I'm like, dude, we can't see it. 90. There you go. Okay, hold on. The camera hasn't gotten that far yet. Come on. There we go. Okay.
All right, so he's here's the autistic centaur with the ear defenders, and then this person who I said was very quiet. Someone had suggested that maybe they are deaf, and that they're both looking at each other, and that maybe the centaur knows sign language, which I thought was kind of cute.
That is cute.
That's it.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna.
Panning out all of that for that.
That was just.
Okay, I'm gonna go close up again. All right. Okay. Almost had a camera in front of the camera there. Owl has a question. What do you do when your pose feels a little stiff or doesn't reflect anything from the characters?
That happens to me a lot, honestly, and I would either find better photo reference or do a bunch of thumbnails till I could find a pose that I really like.
Scott, what's your favorite place to draw besides the Hobbit hole? The beach in Hawaii.
No, Venice.
Oh, Venice was pretty.
Venice, Italy was really, I did a class there, and I every once in a while I'll remember just sitting somewhere with the pochade box and everything, and just.
You were obsessed with it. So we go to the art store yesterday, and we're walking around, and he's looking for whatever, and I'm looking at stuff I don't need to pay money for, and I hear this, "Hey, come here." And so I walk over and he's like, "Look, it's my pochade box." And he's looking at all these different sizes of pochade boxes. And then he goes, "I really want to go out and use my box again. I really want to go sketch again." Except that he hates leaving the Hobbit hole.
It's not easy for me. But and there's so many factors and so many, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too crowded, it's too noisy, but I like it if I can get the right conditions.
Can the fairy be the service animal?
I don't think that's how service animals work. I think fairies are sentient beings who could, like, they wouldn't be a service animal. They could maybe be somebody who is of service to somebody.
Yeah, I want to be careful with that because then that could be like in servitude.
Yeah, that's what's in service, like a nurse or something, or whatever. But
I'd want to be careful with that one. That's just my 2 cents. Okay, guys. Right now, he is using the 005 micron pen. He also uses the zebra brush pen for the thicker lines that he used on the characters.
There is links to them in the art supplies list on our website.
Yep, that's where they all are. He is going to color this and paint this. That will be next week.
But first, you guys are all going to get a scan so you could color it in.
Mm-hmm. You can join in with us. With him. Okay, there are just a lot of complex questions here, but let's start with, how do you figure out where to put the light and shadow when there are multiple sources of light?
You really just need to pick a source of light and then go with that. And a lot of that is just going to come out of your head. You're just going to figure that out yourself. The other thing would then be to do your own reference is another possibility. But honestly, like in this case, I'm probably not going to pay too much attention to, because the lighting and all of the stock reference was very benign.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you think you're going to start painting on Friday? Do you think maybe you'll start painting tomorrow? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think later today or tomorrow I will scan this in, and then I will start painting tomorrow or Friday.
There you go.
What do you guys think? That should be fun.
I don't know.
I'll
You
do the
always
background
get stressed,
first.
So.
Yeah.
Wait, you're going to do the background first?
Yeah.
That means you're going to change it 26 more times as the characters
I'm going
evolve.
to do the background first because it is the most difficult and tedious, I think, to get all of that. Then I could just do the characters as I go.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if you did anything like this, but this is a lot of information this person's asking for. So, can you please tell us how do we create an art channel, how to make your art videos go viral, and how to be confident in doing voiceovers?
Okay, there is a video on, there's a short on the confidence in voiceovers. It's something about if maybe one of the mods could find it. It's if an introverted Hobbit can do this, so can you, is basically, I think, what it was. And I would say as far as getting something to go viral is really not within your control. It's a luck thing.
Yeah.
There's so many people who will tell you, you got to do this and you got to do that. And speaking as someone with 2 million followers here, almost 1 million followers on TikTok, 250,000 on Instagram, 100,000. I none of those stuff work for me. So I don't know why they would work for someone just starting out. So just please keep that in mind, that it is very much just the algorithm just decided to
Push it out that day.
Yeah, push it out that day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very hard being a creator. It's
You don't really have much say in whether you're popular or not.
No. Or who sees your stuff.
Yeah, and so I just want to be very clear that the fact that I have this many followers has very little to do with me. The thing that I had control over was I was very consistent with my output, 3 to 5 shorts a week. I was consistent in building my audience by communicating with them, by talking to them, by responding to the comments. And I was producing, and I hopefully still am, high quality content. So long as you produce regularly, communicate with your audience, and produce high quality content, you have a chance. But still, you could do all of those things and never see more than 50 followers. It's just, it's dumb luck.
And Bethany's right. He doesn't sound anything like he did 3 years ago when he first started this, or 4 years, almost 4. you evolve over time and you learn how to do things differently and speak differently and talk differently.
I also
and
got better equipment. I'm using a better microphone now.
yeah.
And
Yeah, he bought an expensive microphone, and he's got, you went up to 4K on your videos a while ago that
Yeah.
you were doing. I mean, there's a lot of aspects to it and videos take up a lot of storage space, so you have to have some sort of cloud-based way to store your videos. There's a lot that goes into this, a lot. And we're not trying to discourage anybody, but it's like you just
I would never discourage anybody.
Yeah,
but
I
I
think
do
you have
want
to-
people to be realistic.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to blame yourself
oh yeah.
if it doesn't happen. It is not your fault.
yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
people will say, if you just do this. Look,
Yeah.
I grew up in an evangelical church, and in the church they would say, if you pray and you tithe and you do this and you do that, then God's going to bless you and you're going to, have, and that's just not how things work. It doesn't matter how hard you work at this stuff. There's, you see successful actors and musicians, and some of that is nepotism. They know somebody. They were born into a family of musicians or actors or whatnot, and the rest of his life. I was talking and I mentioned this to you guys before, but talking to Michael Bublé, and he said his opportunity that he was given was just pure luck. There were people who were so much more talented or just equally as talented who never got that same opportunity.
Yeah.
Now he capitalized on it.
Oh, yeah.
He has talent, but he's like 50% of that is talent. The other 50% is luck. And so I want you all to at least have that sense of knowledge. Not to blame yourself if things aren't working out.
Yeah, social media is really weird, guys.
It is.
Really a weird animal. There's no way a dragon is going to fit in a tavern, guys.
Yeah, we do have a dragonborn.
Yeah, but a whole dragon is not going to fit in a tavern. I mean, they couldn't even get their head in the door. Let's see. I don't think the mice would be good service animals because they look like they would stab you. I am not a service animal. Peasant. With the little... I don't think that would work very well. But that's my 2 cents. Let's see. You're so funny. Oh, gosh. So, Matilda did ask about I'd love a t-shirt with the blow dryer or October. The mods did put in the link. CrowdMade is doing stickers, and we have sweatshirts and things like that have the blow dryer stuff on them. So if you are interested in that, we
there
have
are
those.
October and October stickers. There's hair journal stickers. There's Women's History Month stickers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tend not to market them, try to hawk them.
Yeah, it just is what it is. I mean, if you guys want them,
they're there if you guys want them. The good thing about those is they don't cost me anything to make. They don't cost anybody anything,
Those are a print on demand.
They're print on demand. So we don't have to worry about shipping them or anything. So
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here staring at a bunch of inventory like we are with the
Posters.
the posters.
Well, and also the posters are significantly cheaper to produce than the Octobers. I mean, the bears were like $8 each just to
those
make.
are the bears. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was talking
just
about
to
the
make
stickers.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going back to the bears just because of the price point that I know people were like, talking about the price point. But you have to understand, like when you make something, you have to pay for it. Somebody has to pay
so when,
for
when
it.
I make this into a poster, I have to pay thousands of dollars to have those posters made, and then hope that you guys buy them.
Exactly.
So
our
that's
guest
why-
room that we have downstairs, it used to be for grandma to come and visit. Well, grandma ain't coming anytime soon because there's a million boxes of posters and shipping tubes and everything else in that room. So we pay for all of those things ahead of time before you guys even order them. So
Yeah.
those are lost dollars for us if we don't sell enough. And that's the same thing with the
all
Octobears.
that to say is that the stickers, I'm not really promoting that, or the shirts or anything, because they aren't something that is inventory that's sitting around. I'm sure CrowdMade would like it if I did market them a little bit more, but
You've
they're
done
always there
enough
for you if you'd like.
You've done enough, and I think they more than do that. You guys, a baby dragon would fit in the tavern. How about a dragon's egg? No more dragons in the tavern.
We have.
You guys,
Can you guys see the dragonborn?
Yes, we can.
have
see
a
the
dragonborn, and we have a kobold too.
Yeah. Anne Marie says, I thought I wanted to post videos for a while, but my art isn't consistent enough for it to work out for me, so I had to rethink my plan. Consistency really is important. Yeah. What made you want to start posting on social media?
I don't think I wanted to. It was 2020, and we were in the pandemic, and I heard that Trump wanted to ban TikTok, and I went, well, now I got to find out what this is about. So I had no idea or interest in TikTok, and that kind of just led me to go, I've never thought of making videos of my art, and so I just started posting time-lapse videos is all I was really doing. And it was actually Santa who suggested that I start getting in front of the camera. And
who, by the way, has just joined us and said, happy day to everyone. Today is International Macaron Day.
I'm not a fan of macarons, but
as only Santa can tell. You can't have them. They have just eggs.
Yeah.
They're bad for me.
But so it was actually Santa who suggested, Scott, you should get in front of the camera, let the audience get to know you and meet you. And I did not like that at all. But
he was not happy about that one.
But it's Santa Claus, so you got to trust Santa.
You do. You got to trust the process.
And I'm glad I did. It was very difficult, but I did. But I didn't do it for any kind of, and I still don't do it for any kind of fame or popularity or anything like that.
Or self-gratification.
I genuinely don't like.
Yeah, he hates it.
You
should see him when he comes up. He'll come up and if he has to be in front of the camera and record himself, this is what I hear. Thump, 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 thump. He comes upstairs. Comes into my office. Hey, what are you doing? I'm getting ready to record myself.
I gotta get into costume.
I gotta go put my costume on. And I'm like, oh, you got this, babe. You can do it. And thump, 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 back down the stairs. I don't want to do it, but oh gosh, it's funny. Or he'll come up and he'll do the whole I have to trim my beard because it looked funny, and I had one whisker that was going off to the side.
Yeah.
Something funny or whatever. Or my shirt didn't look right. I have to go get a different shirt, or I didn't like the way it looked, or it's really funny.
You get very self-conscious being in front of the camera.
Yeah. Which is why all I do is paint my nails and put my hands and a bunch of jewelry in front of the camera. It's much easier that way. What is your favorite art material?
Watercolor paper.
This person, which I can't even pronounce their username because it doesn't make sense to me. I think drawing wood is one of the most cathartic things in the world to draw.
Yeah, it is pretty fun.
This other person wishes they had the patience that you do with the floorboards.
It's funny. If you guys notice, I'm doing a little bit at a time, an hour a day, because my patience isn't, I'm not laser focused on this. I'm not one of those artists who can get lost in a piece and just spend hours and hours and hours on it and forget to eat or something like that. I don't. I can work on something for maybe an hour, and then I got to get up and go do something else. And I might not work on it again for the rest of the day. So,
Occasionally you do. Occasionally you get excited and you're like, I'm gonna go back and
Yeah, maybe I might go back.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. But like, I always have to get back up and go do something else. Go play
Yeah.
a video game. Go walk. Go for a walk or something. Uh, but I also, for me, these longer pieces, I am enjoying having something to get up and work on tomorrow. So I don't want to finish it. You know, it's like, oh, I've got a piece that I could go and play around with, especially if it's a piece I like.
Yeah. How will you differentiate the characters in the painting? As I think every character has a lot of detail in it. Okay, let's see. Will it be too detailed?
I think it will be. I think it's going to be very colorful. I don't think there's going to be too much continuity between them. It's going to be different skin colors. I like every possible color of the rainbow. There's going to be red characters, blue characters, green characters. So yeah, I genuinely don't know what the final piece is going to look like in my head. I don't. So but
Do you
I think,
sometimes?
yeah, in my mind, I can, because of the photo reference, I can say, I know this piece is going to be blues or this piece is going to be reds or something.
Okay.
And I want the backgrounds to complement. This is just blah, you know?
This is just blah. You can see his face. He made the funniest face. That's funny. This is just blah. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know where we're at, but it's blah. And yeah, guys, you can stop asking because he's not adding any more characters. We are done. We have added all the characters, and by we, I do not mean me.
Yeah, there's just
he's
no,
done,
no
guys.
more room.
There's no room,
Especially now that
and-
everything is inked,
Yeah.
there's just no room for anything, and I can't.
And as it is, you all are asking and saying, this one person said, there's so much detail. How are you, how are
Yeah.
you going to differentiate the characters? So adding more is just going to detract from what we've already got there. So assume it's locked and loaded and we're waiting for the next phase. I love you all for asking. Thank you for asking. And I know you're excited. Do you have any advice on anatomy?
Yeah, I mean, there are some good books on it, but the thing that helped me the most with anatomy was 1 minute figure drawing. And there's a playlist for that. I would definitely do that. Do that every day if you can. And get good at that. That'll help you with your proportions, with the flow of the body, with the weight shifting, with just getting just easy shapes and whatnot. Once you start getting really good at breaking stuff down into shapes, it'll help you so much. You won't get lost in all of the details.
When you did figure drawing in school, was it 1 minute, 5 minute, 10
Yeah,
minute?
yeah.
20?
The
Was it
1 minutes
that?
were just called 1 minute warm-ups or warm-up
Okay.
sketches.
Okay.
And
Because I know you did longer ones like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. And there's a book that Scott recommended for anatomy. It's on the resources page of the website, and you guys can check that out if you might like to take a look at a book for yourself. Maybe you could find it at the library even.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Oh, and somebody asked what book Scott likes to read. He doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not really much
He's not
of a reader.
a big reader.
I mean, my favorite book is The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And there's been a bunch of audiobooks that I really liked.
Oh.
But I haven't even done audiobooks in a while.
Santa has a great question. Is there something that identifies them as members of the guild? A pin, a medal, a mark, a specific color, etc.?
I haven't really thought about that.
Huh. That, my friend, is an excellent question. I think you need to mull that over
Yeah.
because that is a really good question. What would make them members of the guild? Intriguing. Oh, it was like the Fellowship of the Ring, they all ended up with those capes from the
little clasp from
yeah,
Galadriel.
yeah, that's so cool. Anyway, I always wanted to get one of those. I thought that would be really cool. Okay, let's see. We talked about anatomy. Let's see. How many total characters are in there? That's a good question. At one point it was 37, but I think we're at 39 now, aren't we?
Oh, let's see.
don't
1,
know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 is the fairy.
Did you add the mice in?
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have 37 total characters.
Yeah.
So we started with 37. I
removed a couple here.
Changed different things, moved things around, and we have 37 characters, including the fairy and the mice.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to 37. There you go. I love the mice. The mice are my favorite. I know everybody's going to disagree with me and say everybody else is their favorite, but the mice are my favorite. Is this going to be watercolor or gouache?
Watercolor. Gouache is opaque, so it would cover up the inking. And I'm actually considering the concentrated watercolor because it's a bit more transparent, but
I was stunned at the amount of colors they had at the art store yesterday for those concentrated watercolors.
yeah.
Stunned. They had a whole shelf of them, but the little bottles make me nervous. Are there any videos on drawing architecture and buildings?
There's one, and that is a perspective kind of one. Mm-hmm. It's a short, not a video, but...
Could you move that a little more towards me, the whole board, so we can see it? Because it's a little hard to... Thank you. Appreciate that. Describe the Venice trip. You were teaching the class. You were...
Yeah, I was asked to teach a small class of like 7 or 8 people. And so each day we would get up, we would go to a different location, we would sit and we would draw. And I think despite me telling the woman who ran it that I was autistic and I was not really much of a people person, she thought I'd be great for it. And so I think she wanted me to say, okay, class, today we're drawing this, and here's how I do this. Everybody gather around and watch me.
Yeah.
And I just was like, okay, here we are. Let's draw this clock tower. And we just sat and drew. And if people had questions, they would come and ask me. And I don't think I'm getting asked to do that again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have no desire to be a teacher like that, you know. It's
Well, you were very clear on the kind of person that you are, and I think she had something different in mind and did not articulate.
there are just
that.
some people who are just like, oh, you'll be fine, or and I think they mistake that for nervousness. And I'm like, at the time I was 53. Like, I'm 53 years old. I think I know the difference between nervousness and what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah. Well, that was different.
Yeah.
It was a great opportunity. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
it really was. Venice is
really-
just beautiful.
We really enjoyed it, and I do think some of the people who actually broke out of their comfort zone and asked you questions really did learn a lot, which
Yeah.
was great. There was that one gentleman who kept coming up to you and asking you questions, and he was really happy.
Yeah.
Like, he was learning a lot, which was great, but you had to be wanting to interact. Nobody has names yet in the painting. And so that you're going to work on? Are you going to put up a poll? How are we going to determine...
I think I'm going to
that.
finish the piece first before we tackle that.
Okay. Well, because I know we're starting to ask. So,
Yeah.
Let's see. This is Parul. Says, hi, Scott. Usually I can't watch as I'm busy, so I have to watch the videos. Somehow found time to join, so just saying hi, and I love the progress.
Oh, thank you.
I was a business major in school, which works well for our life. Scott's the creative one, and I am the business side. Would you mind if I drew the guild in my art style? That's melon soda.
Please do.
Do you like any sports?
Yeah, I like hockey. I mean, I've played almost all the sports. I used to love to play volleyball, and golf is kind of fun.
Golf is frustrating.
Yeah.
This is going to be painted with
Watercolors.
Thank you. Is this from a video game or a TV show, or is it just your own characters?
My own characters.
Let's see.
All right, so now here I am trying to remember where people's body parts are. Okay, it looks like this is this person's boot.
You are asking the wrong person on this one. I have no idea.
Let me find the photo.
Okay, this isn't available yet as anything. However, it's not done yet. When Scott is done with the inking, which will be later today at some point, he will be scanning it in and posting it on our site for you guys to be able to have as a coloring page.
Okay, so I think their foot is going to be right around here. Sound about right? Which means maybe... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then this person, their dress may come out to about here. And his cape shouldn't affect it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Clock.
Okay, so now at least I know where everything is.
What is the thing you are the best at drawing?
Mistakes. I draw things bad.
Stop.
I think I am best at drawing hair. I like drawing hair. I like drawing eyes too.
Mm-hmm.
This one, hold on.
I like your composition the best. I like it when I watch you put a painting together or a page in your travel journal. I'm always curious when we go somewhere what you're going to choose to draw.
Oh, darn it.
Did you mess up?
Yeah, see? I told you that's one I'm the best at.
He really is. He messes up a lot. Show us where you messed up so we can see what you're going to have to try to fix.
I drew a line on her clothes.
Well, that's problematic. See? There you go. Messed up while you guys were watching. Let's see.
That didn't even cover it up.
Odd Audrey says, I always get so overwhelmed in art stores. So many products, so much info.
Yeah.
They're used to using what they have on hand and feel that if they have a choice, it's too much for their brain.
It is a lot.
Well, it's a catch-22 because it's exciting that there's so many different mediums and that everybody gets a chance to pick something that they really love.
Yeah.
And at the same time, yeah, it can be a little overwhelming. It can be. But it's exciting, too. I think it's exciting. Wow, that is a subjective word, Ben. Ben Cooler, 2003, says, would a good artist be able to manipulate their style in such a way to replicate other styles, i.e. Scott painting Renaissance style? I really am going to need you to just take the word good.
Oh no, there's
out
nothing
of
wrong
that.
with in that context. I think there's maybe experienced or whatever, but I don't think you need to have that ability to be a good artist. I think there are artists who only could do their own style, and people love them for it. There are people who can do every style, and no one knows who they are. You know, so it's really good is subjective,
Yeah,
like
is.
Donna was saying.
Yeah.
But having the let's just say this: having the ability to do more than one thing is never a bad thing. It will not in any way make you more popular, better, or whatever. But it's like saying, would a good human being be able to speak more than one language? It can't hurt to be able to speak more than one language, but it doesn't necessarily make you a better human being. And that's all I just, good is subjective. If you're saying I want to be a successful artist, even there, I would say it really doesn't matter. If the job that you want to be successful at would require you to be able to draw in multiple styles, then absolutely. But if the job that you want to go for is they want you to have your own unique style, then it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I would say if that sounds like something that you would want to do, please do that. I think that sounds really fascinating and really fun. And I did 60 days of studying the masters, but I did it in my style. I have tried so many different mediums. I think I'm capable of painting in people's styles, but at 55 years old, I have the way that I hold my brush. I have the way that I do my, and so I'm never going to be able to copy someone exactly. I'm never going to be able to copy a Van Gogh or Monet exactly because I don't use the same materials. I don't hold the paintbrush the same way. I don't, I wasn't trained in the same stuff. But I can copy it pretty closely, just not exactly.
Look at 60 Days of Studying the Masters. You will see a bunch of different paintings, 60 days worth, that Scott copied masters, but he did it in his style. I would put you there. What are the dimensions of this piece?
11, I think it's around 10 or 11 inches from here to here, and by 30 inches. Currently, it's 15.
We can't see where you went here to here.
Anyways, from here to here.
11 tall and 30 inches wide. Victor says, my mom just came in my room and saw this and she thinks it's beautiful.
Oh, well, tell her thank you.
Sarah loves your stream so much. They are so wholesome. Has to go to the garden. There's some work to do and looks forward to watching the video or the short about today's section.
Have fun in the garden, Sarah.
Barry's Irish tea is a good blend of tea that I recommend that you can pretty much get anywhere. This particular person would like to know if you could give them an idea of what to draw. Because they've ignored the mods.
I would say go out and draw a building.
Do you edit your videos or do you have someone else do it? You're wrestling with a lot of footage, so I'm curious about who does it.
I'm editing my videos. Currently for these longer ones, I'm not doing really much editing because again, I'm just doing like a time lapse. I'm just speeding it up. But for all of the shorts, yeah, I would go and just find a good 2 seconds here and 2 seconds here. And there was a lot more work to it, but I can't do that for a 5, 6, 7 minute video. It's just too much work for me.
No. Well, you'd be sitting there for hours if you tried to do that, which is crazy. Let's see. Do you have a plan or an idea for the color palette of this painting?
No.
I feel like having your style and being able to work in other styles are both important. My style is unique to me, but when doing commissions, do I need to be able to cater to what people want?
No, I mean, if someone is going to commission you, my hope is that they're commissioning you for your style, not for somebody else's style. Again, there are artists out there who say, I can do a commission and I could do it in any style. And that's their selling point. If you want to be one of those artists, then yeah, absolutely. But for the most part, people are going to see your portfolio and say, I like this piece or I like that piece, and I want you to do, can you paint my grandmother in this style, in your style? Is basically what they're going to do. They're not going to, unless your portfolio is showing that you can paint like Da Vinci and you can paint like Picasso and you can paint, and they're going, okay, I want you to paint my grandma in the style of, Van Gogh. Okay, and that's what you do. But that would have to be kind of like your portfolio is like a menu when you go to a restaurant. People are going to look and go, okay, I want one of these.
A lot of people love your art.
Thank you.
Let's see. People say you're their comfort channel. Mary wants to know how long the paintings take you to complete.
Well, something like this takes me, I don't know, maybe 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And but I'm working on it for, say, an average of an hour a day. So that's 7 hours a week. 7 times 8 is
56.
56 hours.
Yeah.
But 56 hours sounds like a lot, but when you're just putting in only an hour a day, it's very relaxing. It's just, I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. And, I have days where I go, God, I just want to see this done.
If you had the chance to meet your favorite artists, what would you ask them or talk to them about?
I have had a chance to meet my favorite artists, and my conversations have not been that interesting. So
You are not a conversationalist.
I'm not, and so I really don't have much to say.
You guys have to understand, when he's out and about, he is not a social person unless he knows you. It is, and even then,
understand, I got to meet.
honey, we can't see what you're doing at all. You're completely out of the camera.
How about now?
Now I should be able to see that. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have to understand. I mean, I got to meet Danny DeVito and Sylvester Stallone and Ian McKellen and Emily Blunt, and there was no conversations, other than it's very nice to meet you. There was, we would just sit in silence and eat lunch, and they were definitely much more talkative than I was.
There would have been a lot more conversation had I been there.
Yeah.
But alas.
Well, I learned when it came time to meet Sylvester Stallone to write down some questions, and that made for a much more interesting
time with him.
Yeah, because he's used to people asking him questions, so he was very animated, and he tells stories and shadow boxed and gave you motivational speeches and whatnot. But I can't pull that stuff out of thin air. I just don't. So if I
really don't.
If I write it down first, it made it much more enjoyable.
But you knew you were going to meet those people, so that made it easier for you to write it down ahead of time. I didn't prepare for
any of the other people, only Stallone, because Stallone was the last one. I was like, man, I am literally the worst person to meet, and...
But you learned, and so at this point, if you had the opportunity to do that again, you would then have that list of questions.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't need the list of questions because I'd be there. So there you go. Do you ever find yourself being attracted to an artist's work ethic rather than their actual work?
No, and I say this in all humility. I don't know of artists who work as hard as me. So work ethic is how hard you work, how proficient you are at getting your stuff done. I'm just I don't look at other artists and go, wow, I can't believe how much art that they're putting on. I can't believe I just don't I don't do that because I don't want to say I'm competitive that way, but I don't like to be the person who is. I don't want to be the person that people are waiting for. Like if we're going somewhere,
Yeah.
it's like I want to be prepared, I want to be ready, and I want to be on time. And so if I'm going to commit to making art, I want to be able to do it at the highest possible efficiency. I'm more jealous of people's quality or creativity or color choices or styles. But I've never been.
You're going to have to move that over again because you're still out of the frame. I don't
move
I know, but I'm looking over here. I looked over to this one and I could see it, but this one we can't see it.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm just saying it hasn't moved.
Yeah, no, I know. Let's see. You can just post a picture and tag Scott on social media and he'll hopefully get a chance to see it, or you can post in our Discord, and that's a good way to do it too. Let's see. As someone who wants to start coloring their dragon, do you think alcohol markers are beginner friendly?
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody's like, you met Danny DeVito? Guys, we made animal crackers. So all the stars that were in that movie,
Yeah.
Scott met. I only met 2, but he met all of them from recording them in the studio.
Here, I will show you guys.
Is it normal to go months at a time without drawing, or is that just me?
I went 10 years. I'm looking for my animal crackers. Come on, animal
Scott works on projects one at a time. He does not work on multiple things at a time. He likes to finish what he's doing first.
Okay, here's me and Danny.
Keep in mind, this was 10 years ago.
Yes,
so.
10 years ago. My beard was a lot darker.
It was a lot darker.
There's me and Emily. Me and Ian. There's Patrick Warburton. That's our son Logan. Our son Brennan and John Krasinski. That is Mark Mothersbaugh. He was the lead singer of Devo, and he was interested in doing our score. That's Howard Jones. Harvey Firestein.
That one I miss. I regret missing.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bunch of these. There's Raven Simone.
No. You can't show those.
Oh, it's been 10 years, I think.
All right. Well, still. There's the money
on,
shot. There's the money shot.
Yeah. There's Wallace Shawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was really, really nice. We had a great time. All right.
Do you plan on doing another series like the 80s Music Alphabet anytime soon? I love that series so much and was kind of sad it was over.
I did the 90s, in case you haven't seen that, and I'm going to do the 70s next. But I just wanted to finish this first. Can you zoom out?
I can zoom out. What the what? Apparently I can't.
Just double click on that.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, there you go. I didn't do anything.
It's okay. Can you see it all, or
We
do I need
cannot
to-
see it all, honey. It's too big. It won't go from end to end.
Okay, so let's raise it. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
How about the mouth?
We can see the pencils really nicely. The whole Prismacolor thing and all your bottles of watercolor.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we can push it up a little bit so we can see the Mises at the bottom.
Oh.
There you go. Now I can see the whole painting.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay!
Okay. Let's see. How much will these cost?
$15, I think, for the poster. So
We think.
I'm gonna have, this is something new and no one else, I haven't talked to anybody else about this. Okay? I was thinking of printing both the colored and the black and white version, and I'm getting samples from the printer for non-coated paper to see if we can send you guys a coloring page, a giant coloring page to color in yourself. For free is my hope. So if I can get the printing to be both the black and white with the uncoated and the regular matte coated colored one, if I can get a good price on it, then I'd like to send you guys both, because I think it'd be nice if you guys had it. It wouldn't be something you're going to want to do with watercolors. It'd be something that you're going to want to do
Markers
with
or
markers or
colored
pencils or
pencils
something
yeah.
like that. But I that's my plan. I hope you guys would enjoy that.
Let's see.
I have to figure out where to sign this.
Oh my God. I don't think you have to figure that out right now.
Well, I have to sign it before I scan it. Is what I'm saying.
Do you ever go outside on a nice day to draw on your porch, or go to a park and draw?
Yes. Yes.
This person would like to have some advice on how to improve their drawing, especially drawing a body. Well, first you have to kill the person.
Check out the 1 minute figure drawing playlist. I think you'll appreciate that.
Coloring page sounds awesome. I love that. Incredible. Holy cow, you guys are awesome. I would totally enjoy that. Wow, coloring page, yes, please.
So I'm just looking across it, I'm not looking for mistakes because I see all of the mistakes. I'm looking for essentially places where I forgot to erase the pencil lines. And then that's it. But I'm very happy with this piece. I really am. I'm happy with how the characters stand in front of the background. We went to the art store yesterday, and I got. You ready for this? A .003 micron pen.
God help me.
Of course, a little too late because I've already done the background. But let's just try it real quick.
Ugh.
Can you guys see that okay?
We can see it. So, well, you're not going to be able to see it because it's too...
005.
No, it's way too far away. You're going to have to hold it up to the camera.
Okay. And this is... zebra. And let's try this out.
You're going to need to hold that up. Santa says, wonderful work. Going with the micron pen for the background is perfect. We still really seriously, dude. That's so hard to see. There you go. Still hard to see, but okay.
It's very negligible. But still, it would have been nice to have that. Oh, well, thank you, Santa. I guess we're done. It's 9:20 or 10:23. So
it is 10:23.
Okay.
It is 10:20. It was a joke. No, Donna does not condone unaliving people. It was a joke, people. Good Lord, it was a joke. Okay, so are we done? Because we're done with the inking. So what are you thinking now that we're done with the inking? Are you going to scan today?
Yes, I'm going to scan this in. I will make the video for the last 4 characters.
Okay.
And
because 37 total characters. Crazy. We started with 37. We added, we subtracted. We came back to 37.
Yes.
Kind of crazy.
I have not heard back from the people who designed the mice. So I may have to go back and change a little bit more of them. But other than that, I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
Thank you all for
Thanks
hanging
for
out
being
and
here, everybody. For all of you that are asking about art supplies, go to the resources page on the website. There is a page of art supplies that Scott uses on a regular basis. So, and for the hair journals, it was the zebra brush pen. He has used the zebra brush pen for a very long time. That is the pen he uses.
So this is my site. You guys can see. Go here. Go to resources. And there is my art supply list. These are the art supplies that I use. This is the pens that I'm using. The paper. These are the exact watercolors that I'm using.
Yep.
I think the micron pen is here. If not, I'll get a link for it. But
It's
there it is.
There you go.
Pen. There's my pochade box. I like my pochade
You're
box.
obsessed. Santa says that floor looks a bit too new to me. I think all of the armor, swords, etc., that have fallen onto the wood.
Yeah, let's just start adding. I was thinking of adding like spills and things like that. But
and the last question would be: is the dragon and centaur and this painting, are they in the same genre, the same world, the same, everybody wants to know.
They could be, yeah. I would have no problem with that. And the Gothic vampire too.
I think the Gothic vampire's in a different world than this is. I don't see those being in the same world, but that's just my 2 cents.
Why this pen just refuses?
Because it's a Signo, and they're temperamental. They are incredibly temperamental. Those are temperamental, and the Jelly Roll pens. Super temperamental. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You guys have a great day. Don't forget, Santa goes live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. So 2 hours after we do. Give Santa a little love tomorrow on his live.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on Friday.
It's
Wednesday.
Friday.
It's Wednesday, right? Yeah.
Yes,
so we'll
today
see you on Friday.
is Wednesday.
Okay.
We will see you on Friday. And I will start coloring.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.